Hi, Mark Power here again to talk about stuttering. You know, you can stop your stuttering by merely changing the way you talk. And that sounds like a simple thing to do, but actually, to do it on purpose is quite difficult. But you actually have been doing it. Have you noticed that when you're singing, you don't stutter? You're not even trying not to stutter, you just don't stutter. Also, if you talk in an accent like this, you don't stutter because you're talking differently enough from your regular way of speaking with stuttered speech that your brain's processing it differently. That's one reason why you've heard a lot of people go into acting that stutter, and when they're acting and playing a role, they don't stutter. It's not because they become a different person. It's really they're talking in a different way because their role requires that. So also whispering is another example, just using your breath and not your voice. Talking really loud and shouting. And when you talk like this, it is something that's not stuttering. So the problem with all these things, singing and whispering and talking in an accent, is you can't do that for regular communication all day long. It would sound really strange if you sang everything. So let's take a look at how this works. When you're using your stuttering speech, you know you have involuntary blocks, and it's really impossible to plan a phrase because somewhere soon you're going to either block or need to change the word around. You never get out what you want to say. So it's disorganized. The attempts to get the stuttering out cause you to be disorganized as you're speaking. Whereas normal speaking, people who don't stutter, they can say what they want to say without any problem at all. So it's smooth flowing, organized, planned, and what they plan to say in a phrase or a sentence comes out the way they want to say it, not with us. And their speech rate, people who stutter may talk very rapidly, taking all the words out really quickly. Well, normal speakers don't have to do that. They also have their voice going on all the way through what they're saying, whereas people who stutter are always stopping and starting. So there's a lot of differences between normal speech and stuttered speech. The example of singing points all of this out. When you sing, you have the material and phrases planned out for you because the verses are right there every time. Also, you need to keep your voice on when you're singing, which eliminates the stuttering. And of course, the rate is controlled because you have a certain rhythm or measure that you're doing. Now, as I said before, it is really difficult to produce this on your own, but there's a program that has just been developed that can teach you how to do a new speech pattern that's incompatible with stuttering, where you use a lot of the same techniques as singing, and you don't sound like you're singing, you sound like you're speaking normally. The way it's done is, in order to produce and change the way you talk here, you wear a throat microphone around your neck, and that picks up your vocal vibrations, and it sends them back to an app that you have on your cell phone. That means you're going to change your voicing. Most people who stutter turn their voice on and off fairly quickly when they're having struggles. Well, this app eliminates the short voicings by showing you how you're doing that in the real-time feedback you get from the throat microphone. So once you can keep your voice on and do longer voicings, you start with exercises in reading. easy reading, even alone by yourself at first, and then gradually into monologue, talking to yourself, and conversation, and finally telephone conversation. So at the end of 2 weeks, you're talking without stuttering in a telephone conversation for about 5 minutes. But actually, when you start this with the throat microphone on and produce this new way of talking, even in the first day, you don't stutter. It's the same thing as singing, you don't stutter. But this sounds like normal speaking. So if this sounds interesting to you and you'd like further information, please subscribe to this channel and like this video. And also down below you should see a link to my Facebook group. It's called Stuttering Therapy Support Group. I record a lot of good information, new information, and I answer questions people might have. And you can also follow me on Instagram, and I'll give you that link down below also. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll talk to you later. Good luck. Bye.